Road. You can also check them out at theweedsquad.com. Also being brought to you by NextCore. Powered by NextCore, this is my NextCore. Check them out online and check out their adjusted schedule, which is coming up in a couple of weeks right there. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. You know how we do. High fives all around. The chest bump out the way. Feeling good. Feeling good. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I think we got the kinks out of the way on virtual learning. I think all the kids out of school and all the parents have now made a TikTok video. I really do believe so, that is really going on and happening out there. But what a weekend. We finally made it. It was a little difficult, but we did it. Meaning NFL kickoff weekend. And it was great. It was spectacular. There were some things that were missing. The crew, the fellows, the boys, the Mancave members. First time in a long time. I think it's the first time ever that we were not together on the NFL kickoff weekend. I mean, I'm talking back in the dizzy, when folks was getting the NFL package at their house and inviting people over back in those type of days when it all first started and kicked off, and we left the sports bar and said we're going to bring this shit to the house and do it our way and our style. So it was a little weird yesterday, but we got through it with phone calls and text messages and everything like that. But it almost got out to a bad start as there was a little delay with the Fire Stick and I was losing my damn mind. And it's the first time that I have been able to watch every game at home. So it was a good time. It definitely was. And throughout the sports world, there's a lot of chatter going on with the NBA and the whatnot. So what's going on in the bubble? What is the thought process? What is the mindset? Can we put this thing to bed? Can we figure it out? And it seems as though that some of the guys have, and then some of the guys have not figured this thing out. But it's been really fun to watch. No matter any way you look at it, the NBA playoffs have been a lot of fun and unpredictable. Major League Baseball, we had a few people looking and winking and checking out the games over the weekend. It was a no-no throwing with the Chicago Cubs, 16th time in Cubs history that a no-hitter has been thrown, as well as this young man was a walk-on in college. So that goes to the mindset as well. And mama, it's that man again, meaning the machine. Al Hombre, Albert Pujols, my man, 660, 660, my man. The only player in Major League Baseball history with 600 home runs plus and 600 plus doubles. There it is. Somehow, some way, nothing would ever be able to replace when he came back to St. Louis last year, and I was able to attend the game, and he had a home run while I was there. The emotion was running down my face. I did what I wanted to do. I said goodbye to my favorite player, to the greatest player to ever play for the Cardinals in my lifetime, and it was a spectacular fashion right there. I'm always talking about binge watching television shows, whether it's a series, a documentary, or whatnot. If I see a good movie, I kind of talk to the people about it and put it out there for the folks to hear about it here on social media. And Jordan Peele and J.J. Abrams have come out with something that I think everyone needs to check out. It's called LoveCraft Country. We'll get more into that right there. But hey, it's the weekend. It was over with. And it was fun. It was spectacular. I got a little laughter in my weekend. Yes, I did. I had some fun. Thank you to my man Vic, Miss Jen, and Miss Christine. I had a great time at the Back Door. If you guys have not been there yet, the Back Door is a comedy spot. Great spot for traveling acts to come through it, stop some local people, and open mic night as well. Follow them on Facebook. It's the Back Doors in O'Fallon, Missouri, and I had a damn blast. I had a little brush with comedy in my Charlotte, North Carolina days at the Comedy Zone, and as well as Nick's Pub on Sunday nights and doing some open mic stand-up. I don't tell jokes at all. I'm not a funny person at all. I just think my life is fucking funny as hell. So, that's my little comedy stitch right there. But going out there and seeing my man, let me see if I get his name right, Daryl Fieldsberg, my man. Hilarious. He does this thing for awareness to men's health with comedy in the month of November. It's called Movember. You know how no one shaves in November to bring out different causes for men's health. Well, they do something like that as well. And I'm going to get him on the show as we get closer to that time. He's going to tell you more about it. And also, I met a young man from Mizzou who's also a stand-up comic. Hope I get his name right. Michael Oldroyd. Michael Oldroyd. Man, Mizzou kid. Lived in New York a little bit, but he's from here, the St. Louis area. And I really, really had a great time. So check out the back door in O'Fallon, Missouri. It is pretty cool. Very engaging place, the way it's set up. You know, like some of the comedy spots. I don't know how many you have been to, but I really, really did have a great time. So thank you, folks, again. Well, let's get on into the show right now. Oh, the NBA. Where must I start? As a Laker fan, going into Game 6 against the Houston Rockets, I have my own problem and issue with the coach, the Lakers. The third and fourth quarter has been played, Game 3 and 4. There's something going on. AD doesn't have that dog in him as like everyone would like him to have. Alex is getting more confident in his three. I like all that. So we seem to turn everything around against the Rockets and took care of business. And I'm glad that we did take care of business because, for one, at 8:30 this morning, Shannon Sharp may lose his damn mind. He said he was going to bring in a full Centaur suit if the Lakers win. I just want to see this, man. He was just talking about, you seen the Motar commercial? He said, well, I'm going to get me a full Centaur outfit, Skip. I'm going to wear him money if the Lakers win, take care of business. Today is going to be about that business. On to yesterday's game where I didn't watch the game. I was locked in NFL. That was more important. More important. You had Denver playing the Clippers yesterday. Looking at the score on the bottom of the screen, I was like, the Clippers got this. Then something came across the screen again. Da-da-da, da-da-da. It was 77-79, starting the fourth quarter. Head-scratching moment because I saw the previous score at halftime. Something is about to happen. Lo and behold, Twitterverse was losing their mind over the end of the game. I still didn't know who won yet. Then when I clicked the button, I saw that Denver won. So I was talking to Mancave member Mac, what the fuck happened? They couldn't hit nothing. They couldn't hit the bottom of the ocean if it was in front of them. They couldn't hit the ocean if it was there. They couldn't kick a beach ball yesterday. That's how bad the shooting woes went for the Clippers. And you heard Doc in his timeout going hoarse again. They driving Doc crazy. They're losing their mind. I don't know what's going on with PG-13 and Kawhi, not Leonard, the Claw. Don't know what's going on. But if they don't figure this thing out, this could be like when the Denver Nuggets with Dikembe Mutombo, the 8th seed, beat the Seattle Supersonics. Remember that? When they had Robert Pack at guard in those days and things of that nature. That's how Denver is getting to feel. They're getting confident in this thing here. So, we got a Game 7 tomorrow night. Game 7 is no holds barred. You got to go out there and give it all you got. Now, have the Clippers really given us all they got, or have they been bullshitting? Because they were up 3-1. They were up 3-1 last I checked. They're about to become a sports statistic in a bad way. Now, how can Denver switch this thing up? Do they go out the same way? Do you feel good chasing a lead? Or do you want to go out and try to play your best basketball? More rotations, more substitutions, more off the ball moved. How are we going to do this thing here? Just go on both sides. Are we going to rely on the three and die by the three? We've seen it work for some, and others it has not worked so well. You contact the Houston Rockets. See how living by the three has done for you. But this game of basketball is very fun and entertaining to watch. So tomorrow night should be something else, and my Lakers should be well rested. Good job by the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum, you have my attention. Coach Pat of the STL Pressure AAU basketball team, I'm all on board now, man. You got me. I'm convinced. I'm watching. I'm watching Jason Tatum now. Just because you're from St. Louis don't mean I have to watch everything you do. I need more. I need more. And damn it, this young man is giving it to me.com. I wish Bradley Beal, the real deal, was in the NBA playoffs, but that's another story right there. That's another story. All right, moving right along, folks. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you so much. It means a lot. There are several ways you can follow the show. Throughout social media, we have a page on Facebook, Who's to Blame, Instagram, Who's to Blame the podcast, Twitter, at W2B, Dre Montez, and we also have a YouTube channel, Dre Montez. The website is down right now. We're doing some little house cleaning, going to pretty some things up, hopefully trying to have it back up by the beginning of November is the goal, Trying to clean this thing up because not everybody knows what the hell they're doing when they're building websites for you. So now we're going to get this thing cleaned up, and it'll be back up here shortly for you right there. But those are the ways. And also there are ways you can hear the audio version of the show. We have a Spotify, also on Anchor, SoundCloud, Podbean, and Google Play. There's all kind of ways to get acclimated and caught up on the latest episodes of Who's to Blame right there for you right there as well. Shout out to Bell Vegas sponsors as well. You got Rogers Place. If you've never been there, stop in there and say hello to the good people. Hey, what's up, good folks? Thanks for checking in. Good morning to you. As well as Pour 322, which is located at 322 East Main, Tavern on Main, Margaritas on Main, 7 Bar and 7 Sushi Bar, The Office Lounge, Bigfoot Comics located at 101 East B Street. Check them out on their Facebook page and see when their next comic book show and coin collection show is coming up, as well as Cosmic Comics and Collectibles. They're located at 132 West Main. CNC Food for Your Soul, located at 1926 West Main. Food so good, you slap the shit out your sister. SIP, Southern Illinois Independent Placement, 618-722-0173. Looking for some roofing needs, home improvements, or siding work, you can reach out to R&R Services, 618-257-8644, and they would take care of you right there. The great people over in Bell Vegas, shout out to them over there. Major League Baseball was very emotional roller coaster this weekend as we laid to rest one of our own here in St. Louis, Mr. Lou Brock. And as well, with the Chicago Cubs pulled off with throwing their 16th no-hitter in team history, and as well with El Hombre, number 5, machine, Albert Pujols, hitting his 660 home run, passing Willie Mays Hayes, the Say Hey Kid, by the machine. The baseball season, when they came out with this whole schedule and idea of having a shortened season, going with the bubble, I didn't know what to expect from the competitive nature. And when the coronavirus outbreak attacked our own team, the St. Louis Cardinals, I really didn't know what Major League Baseball was going to do. With no fans, does the baseball player really need the fans in the stands? Because baseball players are a little different than the average athlete when it comes to attention and fans. They're at a different level of a competitive nature. So looking at some of these Major League Baseball records, I have come to figure out something here. From the fact that the way they yelled and made Fernando Tatis Jr. feel like a piece of shit for hitting a grand slam when they were up 6-0, into what happened the past 2 weeks with some of these scores going on, 16-0, 23-3, 19-4, 31-8. Like, what is this? Is this D3 college football going on here? The unwritten rules of Major League Baseball. We've gotten past that. We've gotten past the fact that the home plate umpire does not know everything when it comes to balls and strikes. We have to deal with the situation. But I'm looking at the records, the wins and losses. I'm thinking we're going to get somebody in this year's World Series that nobody saw coming. No writer, no television personality, not even someone that's even playing in the damn major leagues right now is going to figure this thing out. It's hot and cold all over the place. The pitching in Major League Baseball this year is more of a head scratcher than life itself. With my local team, shout out to Harrison Bader. That was a hell of a catch you made yesterday, young man. You still on skates in the outfield to me. I still don't know which version we're getting from you each and every game, but I appreciate the effort right there. I think in the end, as we're rooting for our team, cheering for players, we just want the best effort out of them. Message right there. Again, this is Who's to Blame, the podcast. I'm your host, Dre Montez. And yesterday was a different type of day for me. The NFL, nothing but the NFL. I don't know how you guys watch football or what you're used to. If you go to the local watering hole, if you go to your favorite sports bar, if you don your colors, you're yelling at the TV mode, you're getting your recliner, your food, your drink ready. How did yesterday go for you? It was different for me. It was really, really different. And conversing with people throughout social media, it was different for everyone yesterday. It really was. And the gameplay did not let me down, starting with Thursday night with the Kansas City Football Chiefs. Did not disappoint. I don't know what games you were looking forward to yesterday, but there were some games that were played that put together what the hell. Considering the coronavirus pandemic, we didn't know how this NFL season was going to present itself with no preseason. Lack of players opting out. We didn't know what to expect from this thing. Well, I tell you what, the kinks that I thought I was going to see was not there. They were still sharp. Some teams were. A majority of the teams were. But then there were some. I said to myself, what is going on? Case in point, the Washington football team. Did you see that defense yesterday? You know, Philly is really, if you think about it, they're not that good. They could be an 8 or 9 win team based on what they have on paper and knowing the Philadelphia Eagles. But I did not expect the Washington football team defense to do 8 sacks, hold the Philadelphia Eagles to 57 yards rushing, 3 turnovers. I didn't see that happening yesterday with that team. Chase Young is a big-ass human being. They have 5 first-rounders on that defensive line. 5. 5 first-rounders on the defensive line for the Washington football team. Wow. Something else right there. Something for the ages. DeAndre Swift, somebody need to check on him. Somebody need to really check on him. I mean, he could have turned Detroit's life around. He could have made a guy going into work today in the break room to get some coffee or going to the water cooler to get some water to attack the day totally different. Mondays are really rough when you're a sports fan and you're rooting for your team and your team has not been doing that well. They were 3-4-1 last year. And in all those games, the Detroit Lions were in situations to win all these games. Less than 3 points. 3-4-1 last year. That's something else. Matthew Stafford almost died last year to play the game of football. The kid was that hurt, that injured playing football. And you have a scenario like that? Come on now. Then you had the 2 oldest ass men in America playing head-to-head football yesterday, that being T12 and Drew Brees, easy for Sheezy, he easy, down at the Big Easy. Did you think it was going to turn out that way? I did not expect the offensive line to be that fucking bad for Tampa Bay. Oh, my God. I guarantee you, Bruce, T12, going to get together. There's going to be some people moved around. There's going to be some shoulder tapping. There's going to be some people transitioning from the practice squad and getting a shot. Because that right there is not going to do it for T12. Not at all. Not at all. The Saints looked damn fast yesterday. But as we found out yesterday, that if Drew Brees would have retired, the Saints were going after T12. So it was kind of a weird little moment yesterday. That man, Aaron Rodgers, I don't know what to say about Aaron Rodgers. What is stopping Green Bay from being that team? Is Green Bay getting in their own way? Are they smelling their own shit? Remember you was a kid, your grandma and grandpa would tell you that. Well, you're smelling yourself. Could that be the Packers' problem? Because when I see them play, and you look at Aaron Rodgers' statistical output for this team the past 2 years, you're saying to yourself, what is the point here? How are they missing out on this? I don't get it. Minnesota, the purple people eaters of America, they need to find their own identity. I don't know what's going on. Did you like that? Did you like that? I can't figure it out with Kirk Cousins. I don't know. I like the way he pimped the game on getting his money. He showed folks how to get that money. You want to keep signing me one-year deals? Okay. I got something for your ass. I get that. Jacksonville Jaguars, Mr. Porn Stash of America, Gardner Minshew. Wow. He proved yesterday that patience works. The process is totally different in the NFL when you're at the helm and you're the quarterback. The learning curve is a little different. Do you really have the patience to sit back and wait on this young man to develop into the quarterback you know they have the talent to be? I think Jacksonville proved it yesterday. Great play by those guys. The Arizona Cardinals and the 49ers. I tell you what, I'm not chasing Kyler Murray nowhere. Nowhere. That dude is agile and fast and has vision all over the place. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Russell Wilson, who yesterday did something incredible. I think he's the second player to have 30,000 yards passing and 4,000 yards rushing. He shares that with Mr. Steve Young. Brigham Young in the building, kids. There it is right there. Russell Wilson. It's that man right there. He's my fantasy football quarterback, and we won yesterday. Good job by Team Dre yesterday in fantasy football. On to the nightcap. Dallas and the Rams. Did you see the stadium? Did anybody see that stadium? That was my first time actually getting an authentic look at the stadium. It looked like something that's not real, like it's not a part of this earth, this stratosphere. $5 billion, which none of this could not have been done without Jerry Jones's approval. So shout out to Cowboy owner Jerry Jones on letting that happen right there. But what a hell of a venue. Now on to the game. Why wouldn't you kick the field goal? Why are people putting analytics in everything? Look, you're not Billy Beane. You're not about to moneyball this, McCarthy. Come on, man. New coach, wide body coach, looking like you're extra in an Under Armour commercial back in the day. Click, clack. Come on now. Not a Cowboy fan, but damn it, I'm a football fan. You go with that. You don't take points off the board. The way Dallas was playing and the way Dallas defense was looking, I did not see the Rams pulling this thing off at all. At all. Now, I know Dallas is feeling a little different right now, considering how Skip Bayless led you into the weekend about the Dak Prescott situation and him being depressed and mental health issues. Speaking with one of the Mancave members, T-Mac, we talked about this. Was Skip Bayless wrong in what he said? Maybe the way it came out of his mouth, but I get what he was saying. When you are an NFL quarterback, you should not let out what your weakness is, because today's player, these youngsters that are coming out that are hungry, trying to get that money, trying to make a name for themselves, trying to sell some jerseys, they will bring that shit up. They do it in the NBA. If you don't believe me, talk to Paul George. How many times did someone tease him doing playoffs about having a stripper baby mama? I mean, look, when athletes are competing, they will go there. They will go there and say some things that are maybe inappropriate, but they will use whatever they can to the best of their ability to get you out of your game. Well, tonight, my boys take the field, them Broncos. I'm picking 6-10 for us. I don't believe in this Drew Lock theory that's going on out there. This is not college football. You're not at Mizzou. I don't get why it takes the off season for you rookie to 4-year players to understand about taking this game serious, doing your homework, reading the playbook, understanding the playbook. Why does it take the off season or someone else to tell you or show you, look, you need to take this shit seriously. This is your job. This is your career. We're paying you to do this, but you don't want to take it seriously? But we get in trouble for cussing them out, call them out of their game, emailing the team page, emailing the player, saying how we really feel, but we get in trouble for this, but there's no punishment or consequences for them. I'm not holding back this year, Drew Lock. I expect the best out of you, but still, we lost a key component of our defense, Von Miller. I'm going to hang in there and do the best I can and get through this season. Whether we win or lose, I'm a Bronco fan to the end of time. Orange and blue country, we in here. Mancave member Jay, he's turning 50 tomorrow, so happy pre-birthday to Mancave member Jay. Shout out to the sponsors in St. Louis as well. Thank you guys in downtown St. Louis. We have BB's, Jazz Blues and Soups, Game 6 Honky Tonk Joint, Barbecue Madman. You can get his barbecue dry rubs and sauces at your local grocer. Check it out. Electric Cab in North America, Ballpark Shuttle STL. In historic Soulard, we have Great Grizzly Bear, The Wood Shack, Hammerstones, 9th Street Deli at Howard's, A Always Towing. And for your golf cart lovers out there, so a lot of people getting that golf cart riding on, put videos out there. Get your golf cart insurance at Allstate Insurance right there in historic Soulard. Thank you again to Jim and Julie Price, as well as Physique Fitness. Get your workout on. Get your workout on. Get that yoga in there. Get that game right. There it is right there. And on to this show that I saw. I heard about it. I saw the commercials on it. I didn't know what to expect. LoveCraft Country. Jordan Peele and J.J. Abrams have put together quite the show. It deals with everything from Freemasons to racism to coming together as people, finding out your family history, knowing your family history. It captures it all. And it also does something else. The music in this show is so powerful. The music in this show will get you captivated. Jordan Peele and J.J. Abrams, hey, thank you. I'm only up to episode 5, I do believe. Episode 5. I got that caught up in the show already as I want to call it tri-casting. Well, I had all 5 devices going. 6. I had a new device I found yesterday. And thank you, T-Mac, for the shout out on the Fire Stick on the smart TV. Wow. It's amazing what you can do when you have friends out there that can point you in the right direction of using technology the right way when it comes to your smart television. So we got all locked in and acclimated yesterday. Got some folks on there. How you guys doing? Thanks again for tuning into the show this magnificent Monday morning here with your boy Montez right there. But LoveCraft Country, let me know if you guys have seen it, what you think about it. If you dig in this music, some of these artists I've never heard of. I talk more about these artists and their music on the next episode of Who's to Blame, the podcast as well. Don't forget, I posted an episode this morning from Friday. You can get caught up on that one as well. That's episode 432, and that is on our Facebook page, Who's to Blame, as well as our Twitter page at W2B Dre Montez. Again, I had a great time this past weekend at the Backdoor Comedy Club, meeting Michael Oldroyd and my man Daniel Fieldsberg. I had an amazing time. Thank you again to Vic, Jen, and Christine. Thank you so much. Also, a footnote out there. Right before the pandemic happened, I did a podcast from an open house over in Illinois. And the conversation shifted on how realtors can really capitalize on showing their property off by using a drone. Well, one of my good friends has now received her FAA license, and she's a drone flyer, and you can add that added value to your real estate properties out there and showing it off in a different way, because we can all tell that pictures on the internet don't tell the complete story. Add that video. If you're interested in adding video by drone footage to your business, you can inbox me and I will get you in contact with the right person for this. But it is definitely an opportunity out there that a lot of people on the left coast and down in Florida have been really, really taking advantage of and really been getting into a profitable situation with their business by adding drone footage to their business. So check that out right there as well. Again, several ways to follow the show and to get caught up with us as well. But I am so glad and happy that the NFL season is here. It's here. It really is upon us. But I think in less than an hour, we're really going to have a lot of fun. When Shannon Sharp, I hope he puts on a full centaur suit. Oh, man, I tell you what, man, this is the funniest damn thing I've ever seen in my life. That is just hilarious. If this dude really comes and sits across from Skip Bayless in a full centaur suit, I'm going to lose my damn mind this morning. But I've been looking forward to it. Either way, but guys, I'll let you enjoy the rest of your Monday. Again, happy birthday to Mancave member Jay. He 5-0. He 50, y'all. 50. He 50. He 5-0. 5-0. Guess who's next, kids? I think Mancave member Slick. Then after that, your boy. 5-0 coming for me. That comes next month. That's going to be another milestone right there, Mom and Dad, right there. Right there for sure. But guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in to Who's to Blame, the podcast from your host here, Dre Montez. And shout out to my title sponsors, the Weed Squad, St. Louis. Stop by at 8088 Watson Road, as well as the weedsquad.com and Nextcore. Powered by Nextcore. You guys have a great day. Take care, as they say, as we all should do, and talk about in some form or another right there. Let's do it. All in on 3. 1, 2, 3, in. Have a great day, guys, and thank you again.